I am now 2 months out from show date, and wow, that is just so exciting. Like, things are really coming together, I think. So week 13, the biggest change is a 10-gram drop in fats for my macros. So I am now down to 1420 calories a day. So I'm really starting to feel it a little bit more. I'm not like super hungry, but I definitely have to just not think about food that much. Like, I can definitely keep snacking or eating more. And one thing my coach recommended is to make sure I'm getting enough fiber every day, because that helps you feel fuller. So I decided to cook more quinoa. So most of my meals this week was chicken, quinoa, some salsa, and asparagus. I guess it worked. I don't know. My husband came back from the States and I requested this huge box of Cheez-Its, which is actually just right here. Because they don't have them here in Taiwan, and I suddenly had a craving. So I worked them into my macros, even though they're probably not the best snack to have, and they're a little higher in fats. They're 8 grams of fat. So when I have Cheez-Its, I have to be really careful with how I allocate the rest of my fats. And then the other strategy to handle the lower calories is to also spread fats throughout the day, which I don't think I do that well yet. So, but those are just things that I'm keeping in mind now that the calories are getting lower. So more fiber and fats spread throughout the day. So it hasn't been too bad. I've also started eating oatmeal mixed in with my protein powder mixed in the mornings, and that's been a really filling breakfast. And since I do my workouts in the morning, it gives me enough energy to get through my workout. And then once I'm done, I just have a little snack, which carries me until dinner. Carries me until lunch. Okay. I heard that prep brain is a thing. I guess if your body is kind of more depleted and you just don't have as much energy, your brain might be a little slower. Maybe that's gonna start happening. I don't know, or it's just me. So my workouts this week were still the same. So nothing changes there. 5 days a week, still 3 days cardio, 30 minutes each, and 3 days of core. Yeah, so I don't have to think too much about that, which is really nice. So like I mentioned last week, posing is definitely still at the top of my list. It's something I still really need to prioritize. So I had a posing session with my coach online, and yeah, still just trying to get used to the movement between poses. And I found a coach here in Taiwan. I just found her randomly through Instagram, the WNBF Taiwan Instagram page, tagged her in a story, and I saw that she was a pro and that she had some highlights on her Instagram that showed that she had done some posing sessions with people. So I just randomly sent her a message and asked if she did posing, and we scheduled a time this week. So it was really cool to just to see what it's like to pose with a coach in person. It was really tiring because it was an hour long, and usually my practices by myself aren't more than 15 minutes, and then I don't pose as actively, I feel with my online sessions. And it was cool because she could just literally put her hands on me and just move me, where she wanted, or she could touch and say okay, this part should be flexing, or you should feel something there. So yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if how many other sessions I will do with her, or if I'll try to find something else, just because she was really expensive. And I don't want too much input either because her style was a little different from my coach's style. And but I am interested in kind of knowing if like in Taiwan they tend to do a certain thing. So like here she showed me how to do a lat flare like in the front pose. So I actually don't know if that's something that I need or don't need, if it's more of a Taiwan thing or a her thing. She also told me to keep my fingers straight just to make them look really pretty. So just little style things. But I think like posing is very individualistic, right? So you can take what you like and use what matches your personality as long as it fits within the posing criteria and the standards. So yeah, but fun experience, and my back was so sore afterwards, like just so much what do you call it? Oh, muscle contractions, like just contracting my back muscles all the way from the upper back to the lower back. And then one thing I noticed that I don't do that much is I'm not that active in tightening my core, especially my lower core. So I think I need to be more mindful of that as well. I don't know if I would go back to her for a lot of another posing session. I liked the in-person, but she was both far and expensive, so it just took a lot of time. So we'll see. My weight has still been coming down this week. I had a few days at 101.9 pounds, more than just like the one time that happened last week. And I also did an in-body scan, which I haven't done in a while. It said my body fat was 14%. So that's just crazy, because when I first started my week 0, week 1 videos, right? Like what was my in-body? Yeah, my previous in-bodies in May had my body fat at 22%. And it has been a long-standing goal of mine to get below 20% body fat. And I can't believe, like, I didn't really think about it because I stopped going to F45 where I was normally measuring my in-body every week. So I didn't really think about it, and then I just measured it again this week and it was 14% body fat, which is, I know there's like inaccuracies in it, but just seeing that relative drop is pretty exciting and crazy. I think it just feels, yeah, it feels great to kind of see that change. Might as well put a before and after picture, I guess. So the side-by-side picture, like you can see I'm actually quite soft and fluffy from before. And I guess I didn't realize just how much, or like what it would really take to drop my body fat down to the teens. And it hasn't been like any crazy plan, but it's just required a discipline that I didn't have before, especially in my diet. So yeah, just celebrating that and feeling good. Okay, so week 13, there's nothing much else to report. Still chugging along, and I'll see you for week 14. Okay, bye.